British Prime Minister Theresa May will meet with European Union leaders today after winning a no-confidence vote among her own Conservative lawmakers. Watch.
I'm pleased to have received the backing of my colleagues in tonight's ballot. Whilst I'm grateful for that support, a significant number of colleagues did cast a vote against me, and I've listened to what they said. Following this ballot, we now need to get on with the job of delivering Brexit for the British people and building a better future for this country.
Yeah. While May won the majority, a third of Conservatives still voted against her, leaving her deal for the UK to exit the European Union in jeopardy. Joining me right now is AlixPartners Global Vice Chairman and Emea Chair, Stefano Aversa. Stefano, it's great to see you.
Good to see you,
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, your firm is a consultant. You're consulting on some of these big issues, and you're firmly against Brexit.
Well, not my firm, but I'm a European citizen. Actually, I'm a global citizen. I lived here in the US, and I don't think this is the best for Europe, and it's not the best for UK. Frankly, when they voted, the people of UK voted, they didn't know really what they were voting for. And now they do better, and probably the vote could be different at this point of time, by a small majority, but could be different after they saw that the advantages that were promised are not materializing.
So what do you think are the ramifications of Britain exiting the EU then? I mean, how do things change, practically speaking?
Well,
if this, in fact, does go through.
Exactly. There are different options. As we know, Theresa May was able to avoid the embarrassment of losing the vote. So she will try to go back to the vote for the deal. She might go through. It's hard to say now at this point in time. It's difficult. She might lose. She might try again with a second vote. If that passes, the deal is going to be effective March 99, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
They will be out.
She's counting on it.
Yes, and she is committed to deliver to the people. This is what she's standing for.
But some people feel like her heart was never really in it. She didn't really want Brexit, but the people, she felt a need to keep moving forward because there was so much pressure from the people.
Yeah, she was against originally, but she has to respect the popular vote. Now, the options, if she doesn't win the confidence of the vote of the Parliament, there are different scenarios. One scenario is that they will try to negotiate a Norway kind of deal, being in the EFTA. That would be basically leaving them from a trade point of view within the EU without having a say within the EU. That could be negotiated very quickly, even within the time frame. But most likely they have to, in all the options, they have to ask for a delay of the Article 50 application. The other possibility is, frankly, that we go for what is called the people's vote, meaning to a second referendum to decide to go for the deal that Theresa May proposed, go for a different option to be defined, or stay with the union. And this is now a serious possibility.
Why do you want them to stay with the union? What's the downside risk of Brexit?
Well, from a business standpoint, let's talk about business. From a business standpoint, now it's clear that any scenario of UK out of the union is not as good as staying in the union. There are all the forecasts done by the UK government, not by other ones, is that they will lose between 3 to 7 points of GDP in the next 5 years. Wow. So from a business standpoint, I think it's not good for UK. Also, there are some practical consequences. If there is no deal, April 1st, there will be a problem at the border. So as we speak, there are companies that are accumulating stock or reserving space to make sure that their supply chain is not disrupted.
Right.
So there would be additional burden, additional cost, delays, which, frankly, can be and should be avoided.
And all of the uncertainty of it has already created a problem for the economy. The UK has been a laggard.
Absolutely.
In Europe overall. And there are other issues in the Eurozone right now, not to mention, France and Italy with the budget issues. So,
as you know, Maria, business do not like uncertainty,
right.
and there is a high uncertainty in UK. There is some uncertainty in France, which has Macron has been able to calm down, but there are also some slowdown that we see in Europe, including in Germany, in the economy. So probably it's not the best time to look for additional problems.
Well, we'll see about that.